It's day 3 at Yellowstone Park. We loaded in the car and left Old Faithful, heading for Thumb Basin. I was driving by myself and following them. And as they drove right past the entrance, I turned in, and shortly they turned back and came in as well. But Thumb Basin, our first stop, not too far from Old Faithful. Cool place, though not quite as scenic as it used to be. And if you wonder what it's like looking into the abyss, well, that's Abyss Pool. And next we come to Black Pool. This is called Black Pool. Scan back to see all my little photographers here.
I want to see it.
But just there's something relaxing just watching the crystal blue water and the steam rising off of it. Looking out over a frozen lake with the snow-capped mountains and pine trees. And Wolfie got to enjoy it too. I give it 2 thumbs up. Kate did, well, she gave it 1 anyway. But still some pretty areas left there, even though a lot of the boardwalks crossing over old thermal features that are no longer there. The few that are there are still worth seeing. And just amazed to see that frozen lake. Yellowstone Lake. Crazy, crazy. Hi.
So what are you laughing for?
I don't remember.
Because I heard you laughing.
Okay, now I'm taking a video. And we are at Big Cone. What do you have to say, Jay?
Geyser Basin. I don't know.
He doesn't know what to say. Do you have anything to say?
The guys are blow big.
We're at West Thumb.
That's what it is.
Beautiful here.
It is. Look at the mountain.
Anything, Kate?
Chilly.
The lake is still frozen.
Anything, Dean? No?
Wolfie.
Well, I have a picture of me from 40 years ago standing by that cone. But then the lake wasn't frozen. Boiling away.
Down there for you.
It's always fun to put people on the spot and put the camera on them. What do you have to say? You never know what might come out of their mouths. You can see here, because of the boiling spots, some of the ice is melted.
On the other side of it over there. Look up at me, Dean. Dean, look up at me. And point at that thing. Dean, point at that thing and look at it. Now look at it. It's hard to do. Okay, Jess, you too.
Yellowstone's always special, and I guess it's even more special when you get to spend it with your daughter and grandkids. I don't know what I was trying to do there, but Kate's not impressed. Some more frozen lake. Just interesting to see the thermal features next to a frozen lake. We snapped off a bunch of pictures. hike the rest of the boardwalk, and soon we'll be heading toward the east gate. But before we go out, we're gonna stop at the mud volcanoes and go see a waterfall. There's Danny and Jay strolling along the boardwalk. Jay carrying Dean. Yellowstone, of course, attracts visitors from around the world, and therefore you see some interesting signs at times. No squatting on the toilet, unless, of course, you're at a squat toilet. But we're on our way to our next location, and this time, Kate's riding with me. We planned to make a few stops along the way and take pictures, and as it turned out, everywhere we stopped, Jay and Danny and the rest of them stopped also. But they must have stopped one time more than us, because we got to the mud volcanoes first. We are at
Mud volcano.
the mud volcano. She says I gotta go up there because it's cooler. We are at the mud volcano, and there's a little mud bubbling pot. You got anything to add?
Looks like cement.
Kate says it looks like cement.
Okay, I'm going. Yeah, that's good. There's Wolfie. Oh, he's looking at me. Hi, Wolfie. Woof, woof.
What?
Oh, he heard that. Good, Wolfie. Bye-bye, Wolfie.
Kate and I amused ourselves while we waited for the rest of them to get there. And eventually they did. There's Jesse. There's Dean, Jay. There's Kate. Taking a photo of a green pool. That one's more blue, but the green one in the black background. And there's the group. One happy family, having lots of fun. At least Kate gives it 2 thumbs up.
Okay, what's the name of this?
Sour Lake.
It ought to be named Green Lake. It looks green.
Look at that Jeep.
Emerald
How about
Lake.
Jade Lake?
Jade.
Look at that Jeep. Look at that
We could
Jeep.
have done a better job than Sour.
Mommy, look at
Yeah.
that Jeep. Look at that.
Here's Kate's boiling mud. Actually, it's just boiling water. What's it smell like? It smells like sulfur, they say.
I can tell you anything right now.
With my COVID nose, I smell a little bit here.
I smelled sulfur in our room this morning.
Walking into the mist with someone else coming. Yeah. We're at Churning Cauldron. Hard to get much of a picture, but I can get Kate's head in it. There she is. And now it's churning a lot because you just see the steam coming off. Very crazy. The same place, get to the opposite side, and there's a buffalo. Looks awful thin.
I don't know, Jess.
Probably be bear and wolf food tonight.
Eyes closed. Usually their eyes are open.
I don't know if that buffalo's okay or not, but it looked kind of thin to me. It may just have been sleeping. But if not, there'll be a feast tonight.
Yeah. You can't take any of them close. Oh, Kate, don't drag me.
Once we leave here, we'll head north through Hayden Valley and then up to see the lower falls.
We're out in the Hayden Valley. It's the Yellowstone River. Way off in the distance there might be bear. And what do you think of that? She doesn't think much.
Now we're to the lower falls. And that's a canyon downstream, and that's the falls. Spectacular. Falls are 308 feet. There's several viewpoints. Unfortunately, some of them were full, so we didn't make it to all of them. But just a spectacular sight. We snapped off a few pictures, got a couple photos of the group all together. Spectacular. There's Jesse. There's Jesse and Dean, just checking out the waterfall. And once we were done there, seeing what we had to see, back to the car and lunch. The great thing about being a grandpa. Come on, Jesse, walk through the snow.
You got it.
Okay, Danny, where are we?
Good question. Where are we? Where are we?
I don't know. We're in
I mean, we
Yellowstone.
just went to the falls, but now we're eating somewhere in the forest. I don't know. We just went wherever you took us. Which again, where is that?
They went where I took them. How's that? Most people don't go where I'll take them.
Oh, stop it.
What do you have to say?
Yeah. We're lost. Take two.
We're never lost.
If we were lost, that's the way to be lost, with a couple coolers full of food. So we had sandwiches and desserts and Gatorade and great time. We just had to fight the birds off for some of the scraps. We put Wolfie up to the task. He scared him away. And then it was just our drive out to the East Gate, heading back to Lovell. Enjoying the scenery along the way. You still see part of Yellowstone Lake and some other lakes and ponds as you exit. And it seems like there's a little bit more snow heading out the East Gate. We're lucky that we're actually in here this week, because the next week they had another snowstorm and they even had a rock slide. And the East Gate was closed. But hope you enjoyed our trip. Have a good one.